Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we have the 4.4 beta. Now Himiko's kit seems more complicated than these two, so that's why I've dedicated this video to specifically the fake collab characters, as this is simpler, this is easier, and I'm already tired. I don't really feel like going through the nitty gritty of all three character kits in one video. Right, so the Himiko Nova video I'm probably going to leave off until tomorrow or a few days after this. So let's get into it. This is Gilga's kit. This is his basic, 100% of his attack to one enemy, and then we go into the skill. Obtains King's Acknowledgement, allowing this unit to ignore 30% defense when dealing damage. Deals lightning damage equal to 200% of Gilga's attack to one enemy, and deals lightning damage equal to 100% of his attack to adjacent targets. So this is like more so a 3-target attack that does a little more damage to the person that's mainly targeted, right? Next, we move on to the ultimate. Deals lightning damage equal to 400% of Gilga's attack to all enemies, and additionally deals 10 instances of damage, with each instance dealing 40% of Gilgamesh's attack. So it's half AoE and it's half bounce. So pretty strong ult, looks pretty promising. Next we go to the talent. When an ally uses their ultimate, Gilgamesh will gain King's Burden, increasing ultimate damage dealt by 40% for 3 turns. Initially, automatically uses basic attack at the start of this unit's turn. When an ally target takes action, Gilgamesh will gain 1 point of interest. When interest reaches 10, Gilgamesh consumes all 10 interest and then will immediately take action. When interest reaches 10 for the first time, Gilgamesh enters the interest peak state and can only use his skill. Next, AoE. After Saber cumulatively uses 3 attacks, Gilgamesh and Saber launch a joint follow-up together, dealing lightning damage equal to 400% of Gilga's attack and wind damage equal to 600% of Saber's attack. Afterward, Gilgamesh gains 3 points of interest, Saber regenerates a fixed 200 energy, and her action will be advanced by 50%, resetting Saber's cumulative attack tally. And then when we go to the traces, first one, when other ally characters use their ult, Gilgamesh additionally gains 3 points of interest and regenerates a fixed amount of energy equal to 80% of the energy consumed. Trace 2, Gilgamesh can accumulate up to 120 energy overflow after using ultimate. The energy overflow is cleared and a corresponding amount of energy is regenerated. During the battle, every 1 point of interest gained by Gilga will increase his crit damage by 10% up to a max of 12 stacks. And then for the third trace, while Gilgamesh is on field, increase the attack and crit damage of all allies by 30%. If the target's max energy exceeds 100, for every 1 excess, it'll increase the attack and crit damage buff by 1% up to a max of 100%. So at the max, you'd be getting 130% attack and 130% crit damage. And then the stats stick: 18% attack, 18% crit rate, 8% lightning damage boost. Right. So clearly, Anon wasn't lying. A lot of people were going on and on about, oh, this is a fake Anon, this is a fake Anon. Like, going on about, like, fake Anon. It can't be real. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm so smart. This is Anon. Anon retired again. This was 100% Anon. Anon got literally everything correct. The Saber synergy. It definitely seems like this guy is meant to be paired with Saber. And I don't know. I don't know if there's anyone who would be able to replace Saber on a Gilga team all that well in the slightest, given what I'm reading from this kit. He seems like a very, very strong sub DPS, right? These damage numbers and like multipliers, they're absolutely no joke. They look really incredible. So, I mean, Saber mains, I definitely look for Gilga here. And Gilga mains, I mean, I don't really see this guy. Okay, he probably can be ran as a main DPS with like some type of fucking bullshit wheelchair like a ton of people are doing with Blade right now. but it's not going to be close to his optimal team in my opinion. Sky definitely wants Saber. But that aside, let's move on to Rin, right? Deals quantum damage equal to 100% of Rin's attack. It's a basic attack, nobody cares. Skill deals quantum damage equal to 100% of Rin's attack to one enemy. And then we get a little bit more here. Deals quantum damage equal to 90% of Rin Tohsaka's attack to all enemies. Then consumes 3 points of gem energy to deal additional quantum damage equal to 90% of Rin's attack to one random target. This repeats until gem energy is less than 3, or there are no enemy targets with current HP greater than 0, up to a maximum of 33 times. When used, if current skill points are greater than 2, consume skill points and only 2 points left. Until only 2 points are left. Immediately gaining 2 points of gem energy for every 1 skill point consumed. Then you go to ult. Deals quantum damage equal to 600% of Rin's attack to one enemy, and quantum damage equal to 200% of her attack to the rest of the enemy targets. When used, recover 1 skill point for allies, and increase the damage taken by all enemies by 20% for 3 turns. Talent: when entering combat, gains 20 gem energy. When an ally consumes or recovers skill points, crit damage increases by 100% for 2 turns. For every 1 skill point consumed or recovered, Rin Tohsaka will gain 1 gem energy. If Rin possesses 15 or more, or if the current skill points are 7 or more, her skill is enhanced into Second Magic Experiment. And I assume that's probably what this here is, right? After attacking Archer, uses his... what? Okay, I think this is worded a little badly. After Archer attacks using his skill, Khalid Bolg 2 Fake Spiral Sword, if there are fewer or equal to 3 skill points, Rin and Archer will launch a follow-up attack on all enemies, each dealing quantum damage equal to 300% of Rin's attack and 300% of Archer's, and recovers 4 skill points for allies. This joint attack can only trigger once. The trigger count resets after Rin's turn ends. And then we get into the traces. When Rin is on field, additionally increases the max number of skill points by 2. When entering combat, Rin Tohsaka's attack increases by 150%, and damage dealt ignores 20% of the target's defense. If Archer is in the team, Archer also gains this effect. Trace 2. After Rin uses her enhanced skill, speed will increase by 20% for 3 turns. In Trace 3, when Rin uses her ult, she will gain 12 points of gem energy, with the stats being 18% attack, 37% crit damage, and 8% quantum damage boost. So, the main takeaway here is exactly what the leakers told us. Gilga is a Saber DLC, and Rin is an Archer DLC. These two are both very clearly made with being dedicated teammates for the respective Fake Collab character. I know a lot of people might take issues with this. Rin is clearly just so much far and away best in slot for Archer, and Gilga is clearly a best in slot for Saber, and it's probably not even close. Can't wait till the gameplays actually come out so we can see this in action. I understand a lot of mains of these characters are obviously going to be disappointed by this, because a lot of people who are mains of a character, they want that character to shine completely on their own. Kind of like a Phanon situation, right? Phanon is one of the best examples of, like, if you like Phanon, this is one of the coolest characters to ever have, because it's literally just him fighting all the enemies and the rest of the team doesn't matter once you get into his ultimate. But this is simply not the case. I'm going to be honest, I have no problem with this, right? I am a big Gilga fan. I was someone who really wanted to get Gilga and run him main DPS, and that's what I was mainly hyped about. But this is better than letting the Fake Collab characters, the older ones, just fall off completely, never get Nova flared because they're collab characters, never get anything. This is 100% the best way they could have done this, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Gilgamesh seems to be a very, very good character for Saber. They have joint follow-up attacks. They both absolutely love energy. He's able to give 130% attack and 130% crit damage to Rin. Or sorry, not Rin, Saber. He has bounce damage on his ult. He seems incredibly, incredibly promising. And then you have Rin. Rin looks just as promising with Archer. And to be honest, Rin is probably the one a lot more people are going to be looking at, because unlike Saber, Archer actually was free. And on top of this, Archer E1 could also possibly be free upcoming. So Rin plus Archer combo might be what most people are looking forwards to, unlike Saber and Gilgamesh. And this looks very good. I can't believe this, but Archer being a free DPS, limited 5-star, released in 3.4, he might go straight back to T0 a year later. It's fucking disgusting how good this character has been aging. Love you all. Hope you have a great day. I'm really tired. I'll try to cover Himiko Nova tomorrow. Peace out.